Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Roidmi S2 Cordless vacuum cleaner, and what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up. So if you follow me on YouTube for a while, you'll know that I don't really talk a lot about Roidmi products. Not for any reason. It's not that they are any worse than any of the other manufacturers. It's just that as brands go, it's not something that we tend to stock a huge amount of. But I'll be honest, I have talked about one or two of the products before, and I'm really impressed with them. I think it's quite an understated brand within the UK. It is an up and coming brand. Put my teeth back in. So it is an up and coming brand. But really, once you actually use the products, once you actually, I suppose, feel how good the quality is, then you realise that I'm surprised we don't do more business with them. So what I'm going to do is just separate it first of all. You've got a button in the middle here, and all you need to do is press the button and then you can take this off. This enables you to use this part as a handheld. You do get other tools with it. I'll just show you those in a moment. Overall weight of the vacuum, you're looking around 2.6 kilograms. So it is pretty lightweight, especially compared to some of the other models within this kind of sector. You will find that obviously if you're going to use it as a handheld cleaner, it'll be slightly more lightweight than if you're going to use it with a main floor head. I'll cover some of the tools and accessories that it comes with in a moment. But as far as the handheld itself, you've got a couple of options. So the handle, I really like this handle. It's almost like a dual purpose handle. If you're going to use it as the main vacuum where you're vacuuming the floor, then you tend to use that part of the handle. Or if you are going to use it as a handheld, then naturally I think you'd use it like that. You've got the two buttons on the top here. So that's the on and off button. And then you've got the power suction selector. And with that, so you've got three different levels. I'll show you that. So you press and hold it to switch it on. On this model, you've actually got up to 60-minute runtime. So for the avid vacuumer, then you can vacuum for up to 60 minutes if you want to. Clearly that's on the reduced suction. If you are going to use it on the higher suction, then that will reduce the runtime quite a lot. Now I will show you something on this. I know it's a little bit odd and it's quite irrelevant, but it's something I just tried a moment ago, which I do try with a lot of the cordless vacuums. And that, well, let me show you. Now I know it's a really odd test, but there are very, very few cordless vacuums that have got the ability to do that, where you can actually hold it on the hand and purely on the suction to be able to hold the weight of the handheld part. I've tried it with quite a few other manufacturers and not many can do that, so that's really, really good testament to this model. To empty the bin, it's quite easy to take off. You just press the button at the bottom here, press that, and then the whole bin arrangement comes off. It's a 0.4 litre capacity, so it's not the biggest on the market, but it's certainly not the smallest. The bin capacity is something I always try and talk about when we're in a showroom or through websites, things like that, when customers are looking at buying a vacuum, because there's nothing worse than having a really tiny capacity bin. What you don't want to do is you don't want to go out and start the vacuum in, especially when you've got a good run time, like on this model at 60 minutes. You want to just go out and vacuum. You don't want to be emptying it every moment. To empty the bin, all you need to do is just twist the top and that will come off. That's really easy to just go and empty. As you can see, it has been used slightly in the showroom. It does say at the top here, there's a big orange sticker saying do not absorb water. It's not a wet and dry cleaner. This is just a normal vacuum cleaner. Personally, I wouldn't recommend sucking up any water in this because you will damage it. You have got the filter on top, so that just comes out, and you do get a spare filter as well. It is always recommended to keep these nice and clean. Just try and keep all of this clean, because you can find that if you were to leave it and if you don't clean it at all, then all that happens is the suction will reduce by a lot. What I always recommend is when you buy a vacuum cleaner to buy a spare filter with it, because with these, because they are washable, this is a mini washable HEPA filter, then because these are washable, ideally what you need to do is to, once you've washed it, you need to leave it for around 24 hours to fully dry. And in that time, if you don't have a spare filter, then you lose the ability to vacuum. And I'm really pleased that Roidmi have given us a spare filter, and you've actually got a couple of other spare filters as well. So you've got a good array of spare filters to go at. And all you need to do is, once you've washed one of the filters, then just pop this one back in, or pop the new one in here. It is really easy to do. It's just got, it's like a rubber on the outside, and once you've located it on the inside there, then just push it in, just clips into place, and that's it. And then that just drops back into the bin, and you just twist it, and that's it. So a really nice, easy way of putting the vacuum back together. And then once you're ready, that just clips on there like that. I should have showed you earlier, you have got a battery indicator on the front here, so that when it's switched on, you can see that at the moment we've just got one LED light on there. I must admit it hasn't been charged at all, so this is just the charge that was in the vacuum when it first arrived to us. Now you do get the main floor head. So this is like a fluffy kind of floor head, and this is ideal for hard floors and carpets. If you want to take the brush out, then it's nice and simple. All you need to do is just press the clip down there. That little white piece just comes out at the side, and then all you need to do is to take the brush out like that. So really easy to keep clean, and then to put it back in, that just locates in there. And just locate that white piece in, clip it in, and then you're ready to go. So it's a really good, I suppose a nice easy way to keep the brush bar clean. Some manufacturers, even nowadays, you still have to get a coin, twist it in about 3 or 4 different points, then take the brush bar out to clean it. So again, another plus point for the Roidmi. Clearly at some point, being a cordless vacuum, you're going to need to charge it. Now there are a couple of ways you can charge this. The first one is you've got a little port at the back here, so you just move the little flap, and with the charger that will just plug into there. So if you just wanted to pop it on a table or on a desk or something, then you just pop it in there and fully charge it. The other way, and the way that I find it quite interesting, is you do have this little dock. So this is a magnetic dock, and the idea is that this will, you stick it to the wall. So you've either got an adhesive tab, or you do get a couple of raw plugs with it as well. So they're included, and you can pop those into the wall, or just rely on the sticky tab at the back. And then once you've got it on the wall, then that will just locate on the back there. So really the idea is it's not designed to stick on, so it's not a fully magnetic connector. So it won't hold the weight of the vacuum, but really the idea is that you have it on the floor, and then you just lean it up against the wall like that. And what happens is that you put the charger in at the bottom. So you pop the charger in, and then as soon as you locate it at the back, then it will start to charge. So in this industry, it's quite, I suppose for the cordless vacuums, it's quite unique. Most other brands will have some form of full docking system where you normally put it in, place it in, and then it starts to charge, but I'm really impressed again. You do get a couple of tools with it as well. So if you're going to use it as a handheld, then these can actually just go into the end. Just show you that. So they just pop in the end like that, and then to take it out, you just press the button and it comes out. So with this one, this is actually a double action brush. So first of all, you've got like a soft bristle brush there, and if you want to, you can rotate it if you wanted it at a different angle, so it does go all the way around. So that's a really good one. And secondly, just pull it apart and you've got a little crevice tool here. So I do always like it when manufacturers will double these things up rather than having a whole range of tools. And if they can just double it up like that, it just saves space on the storage of it. You've also got this. This is called a mattress brush, and the idea is it is a motorized brush. I'll just show you this. So just pop it in the end like that. So you see you've got it, that will rotate, and that's really ideal for things like stairs, or if you wanted to vacuum, say, on a table. If you've got a lot of dust or a lot of dirt, then having a rotating brush is always going to be a better option than having just the standard brush. Also, if you're doing things like your car seats outside, then that's a really good one to use. And again, to take that out, you just press the button. You do have the option to take the brush out. I must admit, it's not quite as easy as the main floor head. All you do is you just twist that, and then to take it out, that just pulls out, and to put it back in, you just pop that back in there, and then you just have to locate it at the bottom. That's it. Once you've got that bit located, then you can just put the cap on at the end. So it's still an easy design, and one of the final accessories it comes with is this cheeky little brush. Now that's really designed to, I suppose, help to clean the filter. So if you really needed to get into the filter to give it a good clean, that is really good. Also, you've got it's like a little blade. So you've got a little knife blade at the end there. And again, if you, when you're actually cleaning the main floor head, if you've got hairs wrapped around it, then just slide it along and it'll just cut through the hairs. It's a much safer way, I suppose, than using scissors, or definitely much safer than using a knife. If you're thinking about buying one of these vacuums, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Roidmi S2 Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. Now, I know I didn't demonstrate it. I will be honest that the battery has pretty much gone at the moment, and I'm quite limited in time in making this video. But I'm sure there are quite a few demonstrations of these vacuums on the internet. But all I'd normally say is, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, leave any comments below. If you have got any questions on this, then I have got this on display at the moment. Just pop it in the comments. Also, if you have got one of the Roidmi vacuums, it doesn't have to be this model. If you have got one of the Roidmi cordless vacuums, then let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.